Well, this is not going to work at all. All right. I'm going to restart the whole thing. Laptop and all. 5 minutes, or maybe probably less. A couple minutes. 1 minute. Be right back. Be right back. Dadgummit. Oh, and I switched the screen. I don't know if that did anything. Did that do anything? Probably not. It's the end of the world as we know it. Video on. Oh, never mind. All right, so let's start over. Who gives a crap if this is unprofessional? Who cares? We start this show right. Dang it. We don't let technology rule us. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna let it happen. You can't censor us. You can't do it. Dadgummit. Cause we're gonna fight back. God, it's hot in here. I'm sweaty already. I got the I'm trying to do the is it Jay Leno that has like the big hair? I'm trying to do the big hair because it's so out of control. And you know, it's that time again. Put away the women and children, or you know, just go in the other room and let's all hang out and have a blast. Welcome everybody to Let Her Rip Friday. Woo, man. I mean, I'm glad the chat board's working because I that wasn't working either. Who all do we have in the house tonight? Oh, D Hughes, he's always in here first. I'm telling you, that guy's rocking it all day long. He is rocking all the time. We got Chad from Yardism, who gave me one of the best compliments I've ever had. Matthew Tremblay, Walter C, the Simplex One, WKR Piper in Cincinnati with the turkey drop. Andrew Sirigliano, the Bluefin Piper. Man, I'm so glad everybody has jumped in. Dandy Dusty Durwood, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I love it. I love it. Man, I love it. God, how is everybody? You know, how is everybody? I mean, we're in some busy times, aren't we? We got elections coming up. We got all kinds of things hanging around. I have a mass amount of jokes, some of which I don't know. Some of these might not be very tasteful. Okay, some of these might be tasteful. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to check out the live stream replay from Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club. Hello there, Kurt Maxon. Welcome aboard. Can anybody see me doing a comment? Kirk, if they can see you doing comments, but they can't see and hear me, you're doing way better than I am. You're on top of your game, man. But if you hadn't had a chance to go over to Mark, I haven't even loaded my pipe. Like, it's ridiculous. But if you haven't had a chance to go over to Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club and look at the live stream replay. I like live stream replays. I like to play that stuff in the background. I like to just listen to it. I like long YouTube videos. I am not much for the short videos. I am going to be smoking. I don't know if there will be any of this if somebody wins some of this from the wheel. I really don't know. So again, we've got the typical programs of this day in history. We've got some birthdays. We've got some events. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. And we've got the very tasteless jokes that will occur. But I'm going to have to watch some reviews on the Rustica tobacco, Chad, because I'm not quite sure if that was a compliment or not. I'm not sure if that was you know, that was anything that was supposed to be a compliment. I'm gonna take it that way, because if somebody says anything about me, I'm just gonna take it like a compliment. That dude's a jerk. God, it's so nice for you to mention me. Appreciate it. JBN 951, welcome. I said, dadgummit, welcome. Where's that little thing from? Just add salt. Little pinch of garlic. Just a little pinch. A little dab will do you. I tell you, a little dab will do you. I mean, you know, they're not. I mean, they're not completely tasteless. Earl of Pipes is in the house. Welcome aboard, man. You got the kids to bed that early? Oh, everybody's stuff is in the mail. I did something really bad though. I did something. Mistake 101. Mistake 101. Don't package non-aromatics with aromatics. Everybody's going to get a a new flavor that I made. And let me know what you think of it. let me know let me know what you think of the new flavored tobacco that I sent you, cuz and I tried some of these jokes last time, but I'm going to let's see. Let's go through let's see. What was one of them? I can't remember which ones I told and which ones I didn't tell. It was I had some COVID jokes and they were pretty good, but like I think I might have to switch to some more current event jokes. Maybe if I go backwards. What did the man say to the bartender at the the bar that you were allowed to go into? Yardism, you are 100% correct. You're 100%. I like I like I like I like that name. I like that's an excellent. You tell me, Chad. You let me know how that tastes. What did the man say to the bartender when he went in for a drink? Speaking of drinks, he said, "I'll have a Corona. Hold the virus." If you could just put it on the side. Just put it on the side. Do you ever notice people like? Here's one thing. All right, let's jump into a topic near and dear to my heart. So I used to work in the restaurant industry, and like some people are too flippin' picky. My wife is picky. All right, she wants certain things on her food, certain things on the side. All right, one, it's all going to the same place. Okay, it's all. Your body doesn't care. Two, you're gonna put it on anyways. You just, for some reason, can't take the large condensed dollop of butter off of your freaking baked potato and put as much on there as you want. I mean, really? Really? And then you have the nerve to complain when your order is wrong. When you're like, yes, I would like a Cobb salad. Hold the Cobb. Add mustard. Hold the Italian. Can you get me the candied pecans instead of the candied raisinets? I'd like julienne strip of some pineapple, and I want chicken. I don't want the egg. I want chicken. The chicken came first. No, it's on the menu. The reason it's on the menu that way is because they are ready to prepare it for you just that way. Like, it will, if you order it like that and it comes out wrong, you can now hold them accountable for screwing up something on their menu. 100%. If you make 500 changes to your order, do you actually want to eat there? Is that the place you really want to go to eat? Because it doesn't seem like it. Can you find something where you don't have to make all these crazy changes? Stop it. Stop. And now we've got COVID and servers are all masked up, and oh man, God, that experience over at Texas Roadhouse was so bad. Todd A in the house. But yeah, they need some Fromunda. I have not heard that. I have not heard Fromunda cheese since I was in high school. WKR Piper. That is a while back. I mean, it's ridiculous. I gotta fix my eye. Ugh. Can't touch my face, otherwise Padre will light into me. But I mean, it's ridiculous. God. Oh, the worst. Here's one of the worst. Oh man. When you have somebody that wants a I don't know, like a special drink that has rum in it. They're like, oh yeah, what kind of rum would you like? Would you like Captain Morgan's? Would you like this? Would you like that? Would you like the house? And certain people will be like, I want some Bacardi 151. Okay. It's gonna taste like crap. And then they get the drink and they're like, I'm gonna drink my rum and my rum and Coke. Oh, what? This drink is terrible. Take it back. No, I'm not. No, you can't just take back what you just drank. And two, they warn you. Bacardi 151. They use that to make flaming Dr. Peppers. Have you ever had a flaming Dr. Pepper? Comes in a little shot glass, top it with 151, light it on freaking fire. You put lighter fluid in your drink. Communist. God. Just order something normal. You know why it's on the menu? Because they have tested it. They do like you know, full on think tanks and groups and whatever to say, hey, did you like it this way? Did you like it that way? They actually test this on people to find the best way to make it. I don't know, shrimp scampi. Well, I mean, you know, I want shrimp scampi, but I don't want any butter. Do you know what shrimp scampi is? Do you have any clue? I want that lasagna with those long noodles that are circular. That's not lasagna, it's baked ziti. Stupid. Stop. God. Bless it. What is wrong with people? Yes, when you go to the restaurant, hey, tip your servers well, because I can tell you right now, if you ask people you know, they could probably tell you how difficult you can probably be. And those people ain't getting paid for you to be a pain. Two, realize that when you start making changes to things, it might not come out completely right. What's wrong with my salad? Well, sir, you wanted a salad, hold the lettuce. Jeez. Oh God, but give me my bread. Give me my bread right now. Give me my cheese biscuits. Give me my breadsticks. Give me my roll. My wife does this crap too. I'm not gonna lie. I love my wife. I'm married up, so there's very little I complain about. But she does this crap too. We go to Texas Roadhouse, and before this lady can take our drink order, she's like, hey, can you bring some bread? They're gonna freaking bring you the bread. Every restaurant that has bread will bring you bread. They're gonna bring you the freaking free bread. That same bread that you're gonna over order so that way you can take it home in the Tupperware. Yes, you're going to get that bread. It's gonna happen. Calm down. Take a deep breath. Let's not lose our minds over the fact that we didn't get the free stuff. God. And everybody does it. Everybody. And you can't escape it. It's just one of those things. You can't escape it. And it's, you know, God, but just order. Look, go to the restaurant where you're going to order what's on the freaking menu. Just do that, okay? Like, just do that and be freaking happy when it comes out. Now, I always, I'm making you hungry. I always keep mine simple. The only difficult thing that I order, Texas Roadhouse got some good freaking rolls, man. Those things are yum. I'll tell you right now, if they made a tobacco that tastes like a Texas Roadhouse roll, I'd be all over that. All over it. But the only difficult thing that I order is steak. And that's because I eat my steak blue rare. If you don't know what blue rare is, you got to just look it up. but look up blue rare. That's how I eat my steak. I want my sucker still mooing. I want to hunt my food. I want it basically still alive on my plate. That's just how I like it. That's how I've always liked it. I am not. It's not exactly how I always like it. I always liked it ever since some buddies of mine went to Japan. And we were in our 20s, and we went to Japan, and not knowing anything, not speaking the language, you know, ignorant Americans, and I found steak on the menu, and I ordered the steak, and I tried to explain how I wanted it cooked, which back then was, you know, pretty well done, and that sucker came out, that thing hadn't even seen fire its entire life. It came out so rare. But we were starving, and when I tried to tell the guy, I was like, "Can you cook it some more?" And he's like, "Oh, hi," and then he ran off. Not to mention, it was like $20 for like a cube. Like, it was the most expensive steak I'd ever had. It wasn't Kobe beef or anything like that, but it was so friggin' expensive. But too nervous to, you know, reorder something else. What's up, Kirk Maxon? What's up, C. Cole? But too nervous to order something else. I just went with it. I said, this has got to be okay, right? Right? And it was fine. It was great. In fact, it was delicious. And so ever since then, I eat blue rare steaks. Blue rare is the way to go. Buddy of mine, one time I gave him my steak, and he said it's the only to-go steak he ever had that he could toss in the microwave, and when it was warmed up it was still medium rare. I was like, that's just the way I like it. What do you do? Just saying. What is everybody smoking tonight? What is everybody, if they are drinking, what are they drinking tonight? I am having a rum and Dr. Pepper, because that's what was in the fridge. And I am smoking some good old country lawyer. This is good stuff, man. I can't help but 151. Please don't make any kind of frou-frou drink or rum and coke or anything like, with Bacardi 151, for the love of God. I wanna God, what is it? It's not Sex on the Beach. What is that freaking drink that's like a very frou-frou drink that's got rum in it? Like a Bahama Mama or something like that. I want a Bahama Mama. Okay, what kind of rum? 151. You sure? I mean, it's gonna taste terrible. No, I like 151. I like it. I like 151. It's good stuff. Oh God. Oh, I gotta say this back. I can't drink this. Yeah, no freaking duh. Moron. Jeez. I tell you, I don't know what it is about people that just don't get it. They don't. I don't know. I don't even know if they try. I don't even know if they try. I wish they did. I wish they tried, but I'm not quite sure. Desert Pine, what's up, man? 151 always makes me walk like Frankenstein. You know, in some cases, 151, you might not even walk. You might not even walk at all. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, let's see if anybody can get this one. So in 1942, Elaine McFarlane from America, part of from American 1960 Sunshine pop band Spanky and Our Gang, who had the 1967 US #9 single "Sunday Will Never Be the same again. That is Spanky. That is. She also rejoined the reformed Mama and the Papas in 1982. Somebody of interest, because I am really, really missing sports right now. Lou Gehrig, born in 1903 on this day in New York City. One thing that's kind of disturbing is that he died at 37 years old. 37. He's a baseball Hall of Famer, even 7-time All-Star, 6-time World Series champ, and 2-time All-American League MVP, who became known as the Iron Horse after playing in two 130 consecutive games. 2,130 consecutive games. That's a, jeez. He died of This is gonna be a rough day. He died of ALS, okay, which came to be known as Lou Gehrig's disease. God, I'm learned. I got my education. 1903 was an awesome year. Before his fame, while at Columbia University, he had to wait to play baseball due to eligibility issues, so he instead tried his hand in football of all things. He set an MLB record with 23 grand slams. The record stood for nearly 75 years before Alex Rodriguez hit his 24th on September 20th, 2013. How about that? And in 1846, the first official game played under New York Knickerbockers baseball club rules, and it was in 1846 in Hoboken, New Jersey, between the Knickerbockers and the New York Baseball Club. What do you, like, how nice, 1846. So that's the reason it's an American pastime. Steve Fawcett in 2002 set off in his 10-story high balloon Spirit of Freedom from Northam, Western Australia on his 5th attempt at flying a balloon solo around the world. What happened? What happened during attempt 1, 2, 3, and 4? Because, you know, the Wright brothers crashed a whole bunch too. I don't know. Like, but what happened? what did you? And I mean, look. I mean, if you just need some time off from the family, you want to take a vacation, you want to just be solo for a while. I don't know if I would do it in a 10-story hot air balloon. I don't think I would do that. I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. That to me seems low. But what happened? Like, I mean, what happened 1, 2, 3, and 4 that he thought he was gonna make it? You know what I mean? Like something had to encourage him that this can be done. Whoa. Louisiana's in the house. Where's Earl? But yeah, I mean, like, what happened on 1, 2, 3, and 4? How do you go to the bathroom? And what are you eating? Like, how are you getting food? Spin that wheel. We are going to open up the line soon. We are definitely going to open the line soon. So, what are you doing in that balloon? I mean, I don't know. It's 2002, so he's got technology. Maybe he's got some solar panels. Who knows? I wonder if he had like a little stove or something. Maybe he could have cooked it up there in the little furnace that's keeping that thing going. I've got I got a serious question. What do you call a riot with social distancing? Real, I mean, this is serious. I mean, this is going on. What do you call a riot with social distancing? A rebellion. A rebellion? Yeah. That's 100% what that is. It's absolutely a rebellion. Boris the Piper, welcome aboard, man. OBX Piper, Glad you joined us. Gamecock Piper in the house. I like Yardism's idea. 10-story balloon can lift an RV. I mean, if you went in an RV, at least when you hit the ground, well, I don't know. You probably hit the ground a little hard. Probably wouldn't do too good. Paul the Piper, welcome aboard, man. I don't know. I mean, OBX, I'm just gonna tell you, like, this is gonna be an all day affair on this. It's gonna be an all day thing. But I mean, I just don't get it. Like, what do people just do things just so they can be like in the Guinness Book of World? Like, are you trying? Like, there's so many weird little things that people will do just to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. And I mean, it's easy. You just got to do something that nobody else has done, right? Like, you know, why isn't there a Guinness Book of World Records for how many frogs you can lick? Can y'all? Is there any way? Can we get somebody to? Wasn't there? I mean, wasn't there a thing like way back when where people would lick frogs and like die or have like embolisms or something from like licking these frogs because they were poisonous? Was that like the Tide Pods of old times? Is that what the licking the frogs was? That's, you know, I mean, we can't really complain about kids eating Tide Pods when people were licking the rear ends of frogs. I don't know, man. That's just pure craziness. So the world's coming to an end. It's the end of the world as we know it. All kinds of things are going crazy everywhere. Everything's going crazy. Absolutely everywhere. And there's nothing that can be done about it. Nothing in the world to be done about it. It is just all gone crazy. All gone crazy. But you know, it's like I think Atlanta doesn't have any police anymore. And if you got teenagers, don't let them get on social media. Ban them from, like, cut that junk off. Cut it all off. Good Lord. Can't stand it. Can't stand you. Can't stand you. I love Seinfeld. It's so good. I had a buddy said we should also bring up hey, Matthew, I might need you to defend me. I might have to have you defend me after this live stream. Who knows if it'll get taken down or not. I mean, I'm just saying. Like it's possible. Did you know if you chew on frog Morton on the town, you'll see rainbows? Taste the rainbow. 100% taste the rainbow. I'm just saying. Why not? Why not? I mean, but literally, people were licking frogs. What's up with that? I don't get it. Yes. So I'd like to say happy birthday to a hottie. I don't care what anybody says. This woman is fine. This woman is fine. I don't care what anybody says. Happy birthday, Paula Abdul. Happy birthday. She was born in San Fernando, California. She's over there with Chad. She is 58 years old today. She's a singer and choreographer who won a Grammy Award for Best Music Video for her song, Opposite Attract. She also became known as a panelist of the widely popular panelist. Forget the show. I can't freaking talk. A panelist. Jeez. For American Idol. She was inspired to perform by Gene Kelly. She started her career as an LA Lakers cheerleader and then became a venerable choreographer. She won the Lifetime Achievement Award for choreography at the Carnival choreographer's ball in 2013. Hey, good for her. Why not? I think that's, yeah, good for her. Speaking of also some fineness, where does she go? Oh, by the way, did you know that Paula Abdul married Emilio Estevez for a while? Like, I mean, of course, like anybody else that's like a celebrity or anything, I mean, they got divorced, you know, but she was married to Emilio Estevez. I mean, I didn't know that, but that's pretty awesome, you know. I mean, as I like to call him, old Chavi, old Chavi Chavez. Did you see the size of that chicken? But also, speaking of more fineness, let's say happy birthday to Zoe Saldana. She was born in Passaic, New Jersey. I wonder if I even got that right. I don't know if I can even talk tonight. I have these things to read to keep me on track and make it easy for me to do this show, but apparently I can't do it. Zoe Saldana, born in Passaic, New Jersey. She's 42 years old. Now, she plays the green chick in the whatchamacallit, the Guardians of the Galaxy. She's done a whole bunch of other movies too, like Avatar and all that. She's an actress who supplied the voice of Neytiri in the 2009 film Avatar. She also plays Uhura in the Star Trek films and Gamora in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. And before her fame, she studied ballet, jazz, and modern Latin dance in the Dominican Republic. I mean, that's a ways. She performed with the New York Youth Theater at age 17. She also played Anna Maria in Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, which I loved. I loved the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I thought those things were great. Also, this day in 1978, a classic. The first Garfield comic strip appears in 41 American newspapers. Guardians. Garfield. It's so funny talking about comic strips and everything. I mean, that was my favorite thing. Comic strips were one of my favorite things all the time growing up. I couldn't wait till my dad got the Sunday paper so I could read the comic strips. I mean, you know, the comic strips are 100% where it's at. Like, I loved the comic strips. And I remember being in school. I loved all the comic strips. And it's just, you know, I would get the books. Like, did anybody remember The Far Side? Like, that stuff is hilarious. But does anybody remember, like, there were two main cats that were very much like each other, that were cartoons. One was Garfield, and Calvin and Hobbes is legit. What was your favorite comic strip? I want to know what your favorite comic strip was. But I always watched Heathcliff. Does anybody remember Heathcliff? Because he was like the rugged, you know, he was the rugged cat. Like, you know, he was like the boss, lived in the junkyard. You know, like Garfield was like just the world's biggest ego. Garfield was simply like the most narcissistic personality I have ever seen in a thing. Ooh, Hagar the Horrible. Oh, what else was I used to love. There were, I forget the one that was called, but a lot of times they did like cavemen or something else, but they would do modern jokes with it and everything. It was really funny. Like, I love that stuff. I mean, comic strips were great. Trying to think of any other ones that I mean, The Far Side was by far and away my favorite. Calvin and Hobbes has got to be. Oh, AD is great. BC. The BC was the comic strip. Thanks, Chad. Oh my gosh. Or AD was one of the two. Oh, they were so good. I mean, God, I would be just as excited about the newspaper, the Sunday newspaper, as a kid, as my dad was to read about all the terrible things happening in the world, in our town or wherever. But that was, I mean, I love that stuff. Like, you couldn't go wrong. And comic strips, you know, is like, you had Saturday morning cartoons, you had Sunday comic strips. Marmaduke! I like some Marmaduke too. Yeah, I definitely like some Marmaduke. But I mean, that was the thing. Like what, you know, there were there. I know there were other comic strips. I mean, you, for one, let me put it out there. Peanuts. Like, you know, you can never go wrong with Peanuts. I mean, you know, you want to talk about the greatest mixture of personalities. I hated Lucy as a kid. She was a jerk. We took the football every time he tried to kick it. Yeah. Peanuts. Charlie Brown. I mean, that, you know, Kirk, I'm with you right there. All day long. Give me Peanuts. Charlie never kicked the football, as far as I know. If he did kick the football, I need to read this. I need to see it for my own eyes and get some real closure. Because he really deserved to kick that football. God, that poor, like, I mean, I'm gonna tell you. Do you think the kids from Peanuts do you think they would be the same in today's era? Do you think? I mean, like, so much of their interactions were together. Would everything just be, you know, like a split screen of them FaceTiming each other? I don't know. But I mean, to me, that's nuts. Like, what would Peanuts be like? And what's going to happen to comic strips? Now, I've got a few things that I like to watch on YouTube where these guys are doing like cartoonish stuff, like doing almost like a comic strip. I bet there's got to be some comic strip stuff on YouTube somewhere. But that to me, I would probably watch that all day. I'd watch it all day. Like, I've got my son watching Charlie Brown shows all the time. I mean, every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every Halloween, you know, we pop in some Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin Patch. Charlie Brown, or the Great Pumpkin. I guess that was the one for the Halloween. But Charlie Brown, the Great Pumpkin, you know, the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, you know, Charlie Brown Christmas. I mean, come on. So good. And so much depth to it. Like, Charlie Brown was probably the real beginning of having both things in there for adults and things in there for kids, to me. Because, I mean, there were some things as a kid as I'd read them that I don't get. And there's stuff that they do now that I'm like, oh, that's what that means. And, you know, like, it was great. It was awesome. You had to have a TV guide back in the 80s to know when the specials came on. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then you had a Sears catalog. Remember the Sears catalog coming in? You remember when either your significant other or your mom first started getting Victoria's Secret magazines and your dad stopped ordering pornos? I remember being a kid. The first time I saw a thong was in a Victoria's Secrets thing. I was looking at, I can't remember what I was looking at. I had magazines and stuff like that, mostly like comic book stuff. And we had the basket next to the toilet, which is like, you know, obviously that's gross, but I mean, we all look at our phones when we're on the toilet. But man, I remember sitting on the toilet and I thought I grabbed one of my comic books. Man, it was a Victoria's Secret model and she was banging. And I was like, huh. I opened that up and I said, oh my God. I put it back real quick because I thought I was going to get in trouble. I was like, oh my God, I'm so screwed. Somebody's going to know I looked at this. Hey there, Burley Nut Bob. Or the Fredericks of Hollywood catalog. Holy crap. But yeah, I mean, you remember, like, back in the day, Sears catalog, you know, they had a little section, you know, they had the ladies. Again, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything. I mean, of course, I'm going to say that now, but I mean, like, you know, that was pretty eye opening. Like you got a window into the life of women that nobody ever had. Nobody ever had that window into the woman's world. Like when those magazines started coming out. Man, I'm all about me some equality. If you got some Victoria's Secret magazines coming to the house. I mean, I was like, I don't know. Why are you still, what's taking so long? Are you coming out? You're right there. I mean, it's madness. Now commercials for what is it? Margarine are more provocative than, oh well, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I can't, like, I have to turn off network TV when my kids walk through, and it's like, really? Oh, Kurt Max is right. Not to be weird, but we're gonna jump back to the kid shows. Let's not get these confused pretty quickly. But like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, an instant one. Like all the claymation stuff, my son has watched, and he loves it. He loves it. He loves it 100%. And I'll tell you right now, my son is big into all the older stuff, and part of it, excuse me, I got a tickle in my nose. Part of it is the fact that he sees, like, my wife and I have so much fun watching these. Like, we get so excited watching these, and and so he starts liking it, and it's different. He's never seen anything like this. Like, at some point, it was like when I watched Abbott and Costello for the first time, full black and white, or Laurel and Hardy, or anything in the black and white genre of shows. And man, it was, I was captivated. I was like, this is so different. This is fascinating beyond belief. I love this. By the power of Grayskull. Don't get me started on those shows. Like, those shows don't even have like they repeat. You want to know where I don't know if you want to get started. They repeat half the scenes in He-Man and all that. They repeat it. Drives me crazy. Like, when I was little, I was like, oh, this is great. I watch it with my son now. I'm like, no, this is not good. This is not good. It's not good at all. I'm gonna open up the phones. We're gonna continue with our programming, like we always do. We're done with that one. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Let's do. Oh, who do we have? Did we have somebody? What happened? Where did they go? I heard them. Hey, this is Martin from Over a Pipe. Who do I have on the line? Hello there. Oh, say your name again, because people did not hear you.
This is Dan de Dusty Darwood. How's it going, my friend?
How you doing, Mr. D? Mr. D?
I'm doing well, but listen, I'm having a bad day.
Oh, okay. Well, how bad was it?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Is it as bad as having, like, sweat behind your knees because your leg is, like, too much? Like, do you do that? Do you get that? Like, if you sit in your desk chair too long, your knees bent?
No, I'm far too fat to sit in a chair that way. I can't bend my knees in such a way.
Okay.
So there's no sweat. In fact, I'm so fat that my body heat just evaporates the sweat as soon as it leaves my pores.
Wow. Okay.
And it tends to smell like meat. But that's not why I'm calling.
Definitely let us know.
Yeah, that's not why I'm calling. Listen, I have 3 kids.
3 ones.
And yes, 3 kids. And I'll just in case you hear cars going by, I'm sitting out here on my back porch. By the way, just sipping a nice little Merlot here.
Ooh, ooh,
Classing it up.
very much classing it up.
Got my tiki torches going out here in the Redneck Riviera. And it's
Yes.
looking real nice out here.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
where
got
I would
3
like
kids.
to be.
3 kids. That's not why I'm mad. Not that I have 3 kids.
Understood.
I feel like my kids make me feel inadequate sometimes.
Okay.
That's why I'm angry. That's why I had a rough day.
Can you explain that one, if you don't mind?
So I thought I was going to be, what's the way to say this? I thought I was going to educate my children. I thought I was going to teach them the ways of my people, the ways of their ancestors, and I was going to educate them on the quality of music from my generation.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought, what's a good song to start off with this to? And so I thought, well, immediately the first thing that I remember as a kid, because I had a brother who was in a hair metal band whose name was Jody, and we called him Bon Jody. The first thing I can remember coming up to was Bon Jovi, and so I thought,
nice.
you know what? I'm gonna educate these kids on a little bit of music. I'm gonna let them hear a little bit of "Living on a Prayer."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, church them up a bit
That's right.
in the church of metal.
That's right.
80s metal, hair metal, by the way, hairspray metal. And so I put this thing on, and my friend, they sang every word, and I was like, oh, okay, you guys have heard that one before. Now, granted, my kids are all under 8, and they just belted it out like it was nothing, like not a problem.
Nice.
So I was like, okay, all right, well, how about this? So I put on Africa by Toto, right? Or is it Toto? I don't remember who it was. I think it was Toto. Which
Let's see.
further goes to my point, the fact that I put on Africa and my kids sang every word to Africa. I don't remember every word to Africa. And so I was like, okay, not a big deal. So then I put on some Motley Crue. I'm thinking, all right, well, if you guys are going to do that, I know you haven't heard Motley Crue. Mom won't let you listen to Motley Crue. There's
Motley
no way
Crue.
Mom is going to let you listen to Girls, Girls, Girls. So I put on
Nice.
I put on Home Sweet Home, and that's when it happened. I put on Home Sweet Home, and my 5-year-old, my 5-year-old, corrects me on the lyrics, corrects me on the words.
Wow.
And I'm like, you jerk.
Wow.
I will crush you. I brought you in. I'll crush you. You're mine to do
Destroyed.
with. I'll crush you.
You were my spawn.
But she was right. That's the worst part. She was right. I did the lyrics wrong. And so
what how did you do them wrong? What like how did she correct you? I got to know this.
So it was in the second verse, and I think it starts off, you know that I've seen too many romantic dreams, and I thought it was of real life flowing on the silver screen.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my friendly neighbor from another street who just wanted to let us all hear his tailpipes.
Oh, no problem.
Good
That's
for you,
right.
pal. Good for you, my friend.
Good job there. Good job there, Bubba.
Yeah. I think Yardism just threw it out there. I just saw it pop up. Yes, it's Up in Lights.
Up in
And
lights.
my 5-year-old was very quick to correct me, and it has bothered me all day long.
Oh no.
My kids, they love the remakes of stuff. I've talked about this before. They love the remakes of Transformers and DuckTales and all these stuff. Like they don't acknowledge or respect the classics.
Mm-hmm.
She corrected me on that junk, and I was wrong, and she knows it better than me, and it's really kind of stuck in my craw all day. It's it's made me very upset, and so it makes me question how 80s am I? Am I really 80s? I was born in 80, but am I actually just an imposter? Am I more of a 90s kid who's pretending to be an 80s kid? Like, who am I? I don't even know who I am anymore. And so now
That
out on the back deck,
that can be.
some Merlot.
Oh, sorry. All right, hold on one second. Sorry, Mr. Dandy. What do we have here?
Did you think I wasn't gonna be here? Well, I am. This is my new extra one.
Hold on. What do you mean it's a new one?
Yeah, it looks different.
Oh, it does look different. Okay.
This is
How
different
many do
than
you
my
have?
4.
You have,
I have 4 active.
you have 4 ectos.
Mhm.
I see that. That's pretty cool, man. Who got you that? Yeah, of course you did. Let's see. Oh, this is a 2009. Mommy's going back there and getting it from it's a 59 Cadillac.
19.
19, that's correct. Wouldn't want anybody to confuse that with 1850.
Yeah.
Something like that. Right. Yeah. Look at them white walls on there.
Yeah, that was on the real active.
Got the white walls.
On the white rims
Slick.
of the wheel.
Slick looking car, man.
Like
You gotta speak up because when you mumble, nobody can hear you.
so these are one of the sirens, and this is active.
Would you like me to
see
help
that
you?
red spot?
Just so everybody can see it. Is that what you're trying to show them?
The red spot.
You mean where the ghost is?
That's their symbol.
Yeah, I know you can. All right, I think we got it. Brilliant. Good job. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody? Did you watch a movie today? What'd you watch?
In the my classroom, I watched.
Goosebumps 2? Scary?
About,
You gonna have nightmares? No, you're a big boy.
there was like a big dump.
Big
And
dummy.
his name was Slap.
Slappy.
And
Slappy.
actually,
That's scary.
he actually.
You know, I got a Slappy over here that I'm bringing it right out and get you. Oh, great. Now he's going to have nightmares. That's all my fault. My wife tell me. All right, hey, you want to say goodnight and bye to everybody?
You know.
Yeah, here.
I'm leaving because you're gonna pull dummy out.
I am.
Stop!
Oh, man. Oh, I think I did it now. Sorry about that, Mr. Durwood. I think I might be in trouble with the wife after that. Mr. Durwood, are you still there?
Yeah. Hey, this is Dandy Dusty Darwood. Just calling in.
Sorry, we're still going. We're still going. Sorry, sorry.
I've swapped over to Natty Ice.
Oh, hey, I mean, you can go from class to trash in about 3 swallows, huh?
How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Look, I am not bashing the
Such
natty.
An American staple
It
of
is-
NASCAR racing is anything other than the highest class of society.
Now, do you watch NASCAR?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about cars. I'm not a car guy.
I'm not a car guy either. My son's a car guy. He loves cars. Like he's all about automobiles and everything else. He loves that stuff. I have never like he's into the stuff, planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what he's into.
Yeah, I love John Candy. Good stuff.
It's great. But I don't know, like he doesn't get that from me because now I was into Voltron and Transformers, so maybe he gets a little bit of that. Do you remember the GoBots?
He's basically into lions and I guess big trucks and stuff. Is that what
He loves big trucks. Big trucks. Right now he's playing Lego City.
Look, I have a thing about Voltron, and it's a sore spot with me. And I was already having sort of a bad day, and you've exacerbated that a little bit by bringing up Voltron.
My wife just lectured me on scaring my son before bed. should I run in there and terrify him when he's laying down? That's terrible. I wouldn't do that. That's bad. That's not. But so did you ever watch the GoBots?
No, GoBots were janky. GoBots were a joke. The GoBots should have just wrapped it up after episode 1. Like, forget that.
Would you say that the GoBots were to Transformers what Heathcliff was to Garfield?
No, because Heathcliff was a legitimate comic strip. Heathcliff had a legitimate presence. He had a backstory. He had a reason for existence.
Okay.
The GoBots were nothing more than a capitalistic ploy to steal some of the thunder from Transformers and try to take their monies, their hard-earned money. GoBots should have GoBotted themselves. That's what they should have done.
Didn't GoBots have like the scooter, the little scooter robot? I'm trying to remember because I know I watched it because of course I'd try to get my fix when, like I couldn't watch Transformers like the 50th time. And it was always the same. It was always the same episode. Because remember back in the day, you taped everything. You remember taping everything? You remember how?
I have every episode of Monday Night Raw and WCW Monday Nitro for 3 years on tape. So yes, I understand because it was a hard conflict in my circle of friends. You had to pick. Do you watch Nitro, and do you catch Raw on videotape, or do you watch Raw because it's live and catch the replay of Nitro shortly thereafter? It was quite the quandary, my friend. I've moved back to Merlot. That natty ass was not good.
Was not doing it. That was
no
wrong turn at Albuquerque. So which was it? Was it Nitro or SmackDown?
It was for me. It was not Raw. It was
Raw. I'm sorry.
Nitro. Yeah, I was a Nitro guy, and it was because I'm a Ric Flair fanatic. I had to follow everything that Ric Flair did. I said for years that the Four Horsemen were going to come back, and no one believed me, and then they did, and I punched everybody right in their spiritual throats because I was right, and no one else was. I cried when Arn Anderson retired. I cried when Ric Flair came back. I was a Nitro guy. But then Stone Cold happened, and I was just, I couldn't stay away. But mainly, you had a Nitro replay after. You had a Nitro replay afterwards, so you could watch Raw live and then catch the Nitro replay. And videotape got expensive, and I quit using. Them to
well, then you had to find other tapes to record over, and then you record over your sister's, recital, or you have to ruin memories just so we can get our fix on stuff.
Well, sister probably deserved it because she didn't practice hard enough for her recital.
Didn't practice hard enough. Sounds terrible. Terrible. Yeah, never went anywhere.
Now, unless it was just that bad and you needed to keep it, then it makes sense.
Just to embarrass her in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about your kids testing your 80s manhood because you introduced them to that wonderful era, and they'll thank you for it later.
Maybe. I just have a certain problem with my kids being better than me. I know that as a parent I should want them to exceed everything that I've ever done, but I'm just not ready for that yet.
Right.
I need them to chill out.
Wait till they become teenagers.
And just acknowledge me. Acknowledge me as the alpha.
As a supreme being.
None of them can play guitar, so they should back off. Listen, I got a dad joke for you.
A dad joke. All right, let's hear it.
Yeah. Listen, this is for everybody. I'm going to give this to everybody. This is
happy Father's Day, by the way. Happy Father's weekend. Early Happy Father's Day.
Thank you, sir. And to you as well.
Thank you.
And to any other fathers. This is my gift, my Father's Day gift to you and to the chat. And I hope you all enjoy it. And when I get done saying this joke, I'm just going to hang up. And I want you to pretend like I dropped the microphone, but I'm not going to drop my iPhone because it's too expensive and I don't have insurance, okay?
Understood. Yes, understood. Please don't do it.
All right. Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
Faux drizzle. There would help.
so drizzle. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, I love it. I love it. I love when it makes me happy because nobody talks to me otherwise. Like I do this show just so that way people will talk to me. It's the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. Just so people will talk to me. And let's bust some out. Oh, this one I have to read this one because this one makes me feel so good. It just does. I mean, how do you go wrong? How do you go wrong? Woo! There's a bug. Hope maybe it'll get zapped. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 1965, the Four Tops went to #1 on the U.S. single chart with I Can't Help Myself. Lead singer Levi Stubbs had not been satisfied with the recording session and was promised that he could do it again the following day, but no other session ever took place. The track that became a hit was just the second take of the song. Yes. So good. Let's see. Man, how can you go wrong remembering that in this day Mo Howard was born. Does everybody remember the Three Stooges? He was the leader of the Three Stooges, whose hilarious film and TV career spanned 4 decades. His group was nominated for an Academy Award, the film Men in White. Before his fame, though, he constantly skipped school as a child to attend local theater shows and failed to break into Hollywood for several years before forming the Three Stooges. He also impersonated Adolf Hitler in I'll Never Hail Again, a 1941 Nazi satire film. Jeez. That was a bit rough. Back in this day in 1968, 50,000 people participated in the Poor People's March, organized by Martin Luther King Jr. and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference to address issues of economic justice. The campaign culminated on Washington, D.C. to demand economic aid be given to the poorest communities in the United States. Unlike many of Martin Luther King's campaigns, the Poor People's Campaign did not focus on just poor blacks, but addressed all people of every minority. And the world's first Nickelodeon open showing a silent film called The Great Train Robbery. The name Nickelodeon was used as it cost 5 cents or a nickel to watch the movie or live vaudeville acts back in 1905. Did you know that 1905? That's when Nickelodeon hit the stage. I have never heard of that. I've never known that Nickelodeon was that far back. That's crazy. Almost bought a blindfold to go along with my mask today, but I couldn't see myself. All right, somebody's got jokes. Well, let's do it. What the heck did I freaking do with it? After all the rioting and destruction, Microsoft stock went through the roof. Went through the roof, I tell you, because everybody was looking for Windows. Everybody was trying to. They were looking for Windows. 100%. Let's see if there's. I got a nice COVID one for you. You know what they're saying about 2020? It went viral faster than anyone thought it would. It went completely viral. Completely. Let's see. I've got another one. I don't even know what this means. I'm going to tell it to you. Maybe somebody can tell me. What's the difference between COVID-19 and Romeo and Juliet? One's the coronavirus, and the other is a Verona crisis. You can't say do that on television. You cannot. You cannot say that. God, remember that? You can't say. You can't do that on. What was that? Yeah, that was Nickelodeon. They would get slimed. I think isn't that when slime first got introduced? I think that's when slime got introduced for the very first time. Have you heard about the rioting in Baltimore? So far, they've caused $4 million in improvements. They've. If somebody lives there, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But sorry. I gotta. I don't know if I should tell any more of these because these might get me in trouble. These might actually really get me in trouble. I gotta be careful of the ones that I say. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, lines are open. That was low. It was low. I'm sorry. It's hard to find some of these jokes, and I mean, there were much worse. No, Baltimore. I have a good friend that's from Baltimore. There's plenty of Baltimore love. Lines are open. You should call in and tell me what your favorite comic strip was. Because I love low-hanging fruit. I mean, you know, how do you... I mean, like, it's tough. It's tough, man, because, you know, I try to keep it as clean as I can, and, you know... I try to keep it as clean as I can. It's just, I don't know if I'm gonna read that last one. I'm probably gonna skip that one. What about Kids Incorporated? I don't know if I watched Kids Incorporated, or did I? It's hard to remember all the shows because they really started picking up in TV and everything, and it was a heck of a lot of fun. Yeah, I think so. Lines are open. If anybody, I'm sorry I didn't give you an opportunity to spin the wheel on that one, Mr. Durwood, but if anybody would like to call in and spin the wheel, maybe get a special aromatic prize, like Chad said. Chad, have you tried that yet? Have you tried that wonderful aromatic that I sent you? The extra aromatic that I made? Go for it, Mark. Because that was definitely oh, you haven't gotten it yet. Okay, you'll see it. You'll see it when you get it. You're gonna know my plight. I got to get a new I have to get a new vacuum sealer. That's what I have to get. Ziploc bags are not going to do it. I don't recommend them. They're just not going to do it. I'm so angry about it right now, but I had to get them mailed out. My wife helped me out with it. She was really gracious about it. The wife also got me my Father's Day gifts, and I'm probably going to do a kind of a box opening, but she centered it around the live stream. So my wife, as Derek Tant likes to say, love Derek Tant. Where's that guy at? My wife got me a couple things just for you guys and gals. Every once in a while, gals. And so that way we can, another grill. Definitely not another grill. But something specific just for the show. And so I'm pretty excited about it. Hey, this is Martin from Over a Pipe. You are live. Who do we have calling?
Todd Arnold.
Todd! What's up, Todd? Hey, how you doing, man?
Not much.
How are things going?
Doing all right.
You smoking anything new lately?
Nah, I'm still waiting for my package from you.
It's on its way. The wife had put it in the mail. It should probably only be another day or so.
I figured it might take a while because I live in the U.S. and I don't know where you live, so.
I'm in Georgia. It's kind of the U.S., but
Yeah, it'll definitely take a while.
Well, it takes a while because apparently I am not good. I am great at giving away, but I'm terrible at shipping. So logistics are not my forte. So thankfully my wife is good at printing out labels and packaging things up, and I feel like that happens a lot in the YTPC. I know Scott from Aristocob has his wife pack stuff up a lot. I wonder if the Pipe Nook does that too. I'm not sure. So, but yeah, how are things going? Like, have you been getting in any trouble? You've been social distancing? What's been going on?
I've been in no trouble, and I've been staying home as much as possible.
That's right. Very good.
I know it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah. So did you ever like reading the comic strips?
Yeah.
What was your favorite comic strip?
Oh man, I can't remember all of them.
Give me a good one.
Oh, there was oh, I can't think of it. They made a movie of it, but I can't think of it.
Is that the Marmaduke one?
Is that the one with the big dog?
Yes, that's Marmaduke.
Yeah, that's the
Yes,
one.
I liked Marmaduke. I thought I did not like the movie. I don't really like when they do that kind of stuff. The comic strip was great. That dog was in so much trouble all the time.
Well, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You were talking about cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Dukes of Hazzard cartoon?
I don't remember the Dukes of Hazzard cartoon. I remember the show.
No, they had a cartoon for a while.
I don't remember the cartoon. I don't know if.
Yeah, they had one for a while.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Was that one of the cartoons you liked?
Yep.
Now, was Daisy that, like, now, because, when they transpose things into cartoon, like, sometimes they're pretty off. Like Ghostbusters, no, who was playing Peter Venkman had no personality and wasn't anything like Bill Murray. Was it pretty good? Was it pretty good the way they did it?
I didn't really care for the new Ghostbusters. Man, I didn't really care for the Dukes of Hazzard movie.
You talking about the one that they made like not too far back with what's her name? What was her?
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah. Jessica,
Yeah, I didn't
Ashley,
care
whoever,
for it.
Simpson.
I did not care for it.
Yeah, I don't know if they do good remakes of things. I'm not sure that that's. I don't feel like we should really be working hard to remake a lot of things. I think we should probably let those things stay good in the past and just watch them in the past.
Yeah.
I like how Disney does it. Disney does it right. They have the vault, and every once in a while they open the vault, let some things out, and you get to kind of get to relive it again, enjoy it again. They enhance it, things like that. I like that. That's what I like. But so now, what was one of your favorite all-time movies? What's the movie that you could pick up from your youth that you could watch again and just binge watch it all day?
That'd be a hard one.
Yeah. See, like for me, I mean, it can be any of the Ghostbusters or Back to the Future, obviously, because my son loves them. We're gonna watch the Goonies. We're gonna try the Goonies and see what he thinks of that one. But
It was pretty good.
it's hard to think though, because I mean, there were really good movies back then. Like,
Yeah, there was.
and I think movies like, it's funny because some people don't even see the value as much too in things like the Alfred Hitchcock movies, like The Birds and stuff like that. Like, they were very well done for those specific times. Graphically, they're terrible, but story-wise, there was just a lot of depth in the story to where it could give you that sense of panic, that sense of dread, the sense of fear, without really like showing you anything graphic. Do you think we've gotten too far away from the storytelling and just we're just in it for the graphic parts of it?
I think so, because a lot of the shows are like there's the new Rambo movie.
Oh, they made a new Rambo movie?
It's not. It's the last new one that was made. It was too gory.
How many times can we kill Sylvester Stallone in movies? How many times? How many times can we go through all these old movies and just kill the main character? Because there's nothing else for them to do. They have no other gigs, so it's like, what was it? They remade Top Gun. That's a disaster. Like the Maverick
Yeah,
movie.
I heard about they're coming out with a second one of the.
We'll see. I'm not a big fan of all those. I think I would rather.
They're coming out with part 2 where, from my understanding, he's supposed to be a flight instructor now.
Oh no! So they've already done the Maverick movie. Now they're doing a part 2.
I'm sure we'll do it.
They did the Maverick movie recently. Are they doing another one?
Yeah, they're making a Top Gun too.
Well, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think I'll go watch the old one and enjoy the old one.
Tom Cruise is supposed to be a flight instructor, from my understanding.
It's like, like when do we, when does Arnold Schwarzenegger do the Terminator geriatric version? When does that happen? Can we see, like, at some point, is it at some point, can we have Mel Gibson and was it Tony Glover, and do the grumpy old men version of Lethal Weapon? Can we do that? Can we have the grumpier old men version of Lethal Weapon at some point? Because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess.
I think at some point they just need to retire out. Let's just stop it. They're good. They can live off their laurels. I can't talk tonight, man. I can't do it. Jeez. Well, man, I appreciate you calling in. Is there anything else going on that you want to let us know about?
Not much.
All right. Well, give me a call next Friday and let me know what you think about what you get in the mail. I'm very excited to find out, and it'll be here probably like Monday or Tuesday, I'm guessing, when we get there.
Alrighty.
But give me a shout on next Friday, so I get to find out what you think of it, man. And I really appreciate you calling in. You behave, be safe. We look forward to talking to you again, man.
Alright.
All right, Todd, you take it easy. Oh, sorry, Todd. I hung up too quickly. Dadgummit. That's what I do. That's what I do. Man, I love everybody here. This is so great. It's so much fun. It's the funnest time I can have. And what was this one? Oh yeah. I can't wait to see who's gonna guess this one. Who is this? Anybody got it? Let me know. There you go. Chad is on it, man. Chad's on it so fast. Carole King started a 5-week run at #1 on the U.S. single charts with "It's Too Late" and "I Feel the Earth Move." Both songs were from her million-selling Tapestry album. We'd also like to say happy birthday to Matthew Hussey. And I should have done this one earlier, but Matthew Hussey is born in England. He's 33 years old today. He's famous for his New York Times best-selling self-help book, Get the Guy, Learn Secrets of the Male Mind to Find the Man You Want and the Love You Deserve, as well as for his dating-themed blog. By the way, he's not married. He dated Camila Cabello. That was it. This dude's not married, but he wrote a New York Times best-selling book on relationships, but he's not married. I had to say happy birthday to this guy. This poor sap. Oh my God! Like, really? Speaking of England and those across the pond, and back in 2000, the bodies of 58 Chinese illegal immigrants were found in the back of a Dutch registered lorry at the English port of Dover during a routine search of the lorry. The illegal trafficking of immigrants has been increasing through Britain ports as immigration rules were tightened. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Well, come say hey. God, I mean, like, let's just invite the whole family out. God, the boyfriend's not here, is he? Come on in. Show me. Say hello. The camera's over there.
Yeah.
Where the camera is, the big
Hi.
eyeball looking thing. So this is I scared Bubby. He watched Goosebumps 2 with the little dummy. I said I had a dummy. Like, he's gonna get you, and he like freaked out, and then now mom. Is what it is.
Bye.
It's a garage door. The infamous. It's ridiculous. We'll do it. We'll do it. Man. God. You know what? On that note. No. Not on that note. not on any of these notes. It's actually on that note. All right, everybody. I appreciate all of you. We had so much fun hanging out as always. Please make sure to spread the news about the live stream. I'd like to get so many more callers in here to talk and chat, and we're going to do some more giveaways, things of that nature. Stay tuned. Phil from the Briar Report, he is going to have something show up. He's going to have something show up, and I don't want you to miss it. It's going to be awesome, and I'm super excited about it. But please make sure, spread the word of the channel. Let's load these people up in here so we can really check out everybody's personalities and see how they're doing. Thank you so much. What was that last joke? What's a riot? 3 dyslexics. Three dyslexics. That's what a riot is. That's what it is. All right, everybody. This is Martin from Over a Pipe. Y'all have a good night.